good morning. Oh my goodness, I set this stream for way earlier than I expected I would. And I'm very sleepy, but I really wanted to try and match my schedule because I set it myself. I'm definitely gonna have to modify my expectations for myself in the next schedule. I'm gonna have to make some changes. Goodness, good morning, good morning, good morning. Honestly, I really was looking forward to this, and no, you can't tell, but I am. One thing I did try to figure out is, for example, when I can find out which route I'll end up on, like if there are any indicators, because usually when you're doing, I think, a dating sim, so far for me, there are indicators that let you know like which route you're kind of heading towards, but I haven't seen those indicators yet. And when I look it up, no one really mentions anything, so maybe it would just be something I find out. But yeah. I just wanted to figure out, because then we kind of be able to get a hint. I am doing this blind to see if I have no idea what's going on in the game, then I would like to see who I get paired with. Which parasite is gonna get matched with this goddess? And I mean that literally, because my character is Cupid, you know, the Roman god of matchmaking. Not marriage, just matchmaking. Okay. I really enjoy this background music. It's very retro, very like bouncy, very old day TV show sitcom. And I like it a lot, but I've already been told it's flagged for copyright, so fortunately I'm still building, and I'm actually experimenting with a lot regarding myself and the kind of content I want to make, and I have some thoughts because it's hard. I do this to enjoy, and I want to be able to keep exploring my creativity and doing things that excite me, and I really have fun playing games and chatting with you guys. But sometimes there are things that I also want to build and also want to... How do I explain this? There are other things I kind of want, other kinds of content I do kind of want to make, but I haven't been able to yet because I've never felt like I was in a place where I could yet, so I'm gonna try. Pardon me, I've been drinking nothing but water this morning. My voice is still like this. Okay, no more stalling, let's get right into it. Once I got to the workshop suite, I looked around at everyone. Oh, this game has voice acting. My voice is saved. Alan's phone wouldn't stop ringing. Excuse me, Alan, but your phone is ringing. Oh, it's you. Luxurious pillow worker. Oh my goodness, it's hard to manage my volumes when I can't hear myself. I'll have to rewatch the VOD, and I hope it's not too quiet later. Because there's also voice acting, that's why. Yuki had brought in a humidifier and was setting it up. Hey, I thought we were setting up the humidifier. Poor guy. And of course, Monsieur S was absent. Instead, Owen was there as his representative. This is why I have to learn French, you guys. I don't know if you noticed, my 100 followers of celebration is just gonna be me doing Duolingo as something kind of fun and silly. Also, I hope to play Fall Guys, we'll see. Anyways, I keep having to like read French, so I figured I might as well learn some French. It'll be fun. Keep adjusting the music. I like Owen. Rao wouldn't stop talking Gil's ear off about his precious myths. I forgot this. I forgot to tweet. This is why I don't normally do early morning streams. I tried. I do like them. It's just... Okay. Okay. I'm very sleepy, but... we can get a match today. I did not type tweets when I'm sleepy. Okay, I did tweet. I like how he was nonchalant and then he instantly looked at the main character. See, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. Gilb was brushing off Raw's insights in favor of staring at me with shining eyes. Oh boy. Sounds like a flag. Well, you got yourself blacklisted by every other advisor because you kept refusing meetings. Gil was pretty much abandoned at that point. I suppose this is all brand new to him. Advisors are always supposed to assist members when there's trouble. I like to suggest compatible members and even call inactive members in for interviews, but this gathering was compulsory. Because, really, these guys won't make any progress otherwise. Gil seems to be motivated, thank goodness. If he's at least willing to cooperate, then I think I'll survive this. The mood in the room wasn't the best for a workshop, but the instructor was already waiting. I had to get things started. I wonder who the instructor is. Miss Tyner, you can come in now.
Hi. 恋愛レッスンはテイナーにお任せ。皆さん、今日講師を務めさせていただくテイナーです。よろしくね。
はい。よろしくお願いします。
Sure sounds like my aunt.
よろしく
In the game.
よろしくお願いいたします。990000
QQ0000. Hold on. Every time Ruki speaks, I have to go look up color codes. QQ0000. Oh, it's not bad. It's just red. Crimson red. I grabbed my phone. She did the same thing. I grabbed my phone and looked at exactly what kind of color QQ0000 might be. Oops. It's a shade of crimson. Dark, but still a pretty color. If this is an impression of Miss Tyner, I thought, maybe he'll pay attention. Then I remembered that the whole point of this workshop... I can't let him judge a book by its cover. He needs to learn to look deeper. You know, I don't remember Miss Tyner looking like this. She seems different than usual. But now is not the time for that. I don't know. Okay, everyone. Miss Tyner's considered a true love professional, so she's going to give you a few tips and tricks when it comes to romance. Today, we're going to talk about how to approach women as well as some things to watch out for. We'll also go over some practical advice. Got it?
はい。
dot dot dot.
あの人なんだかネプチューンと似てる気がする。
Neptune? Like Poseidon? Neptune? You mean like one of the 12 Olympians? But he's a guy, right?
通説ではね。でも俺は知ってるんだ。特別に教えてあげるよ。実は俺ネプチューンを見たことがあってさ。
He has?
そこおしゃべりしない。女性が目の前にいるのに無視していたら実る恋も実らないわ。さあ、講義を始めるわよ。
I wonder what the workshop's gonna be like.
つまり女心というものは複雑で移り気で。
I listened to Miss Tyner's lecture as I overlooked the rest. ASMR. I'm pretty impressed that Owen is even taking notes, though I'm sure it's just for Monsieur S. How about everyone else? Hey, stop beautifying during the lecture. I heard someone opening a package, and when I looked over, I saw Ruki putting on a face pack.
うわ、びっくりした。それ薄暗い中で見ると怖いよ。
Gil.
話は聞いてるから続けて。
オッケー。美容は大切だものね。であるからに女性には気分というものがあり、前に話したことが今も適用されるとは限らず。
おっと失礼。
なので相手に期待をするのはやめ、また尽くすつもりで話を聞き、否定はせずに自分の話ばかりするのは極力避け。
はあ、君か。今日 OK よ。じゃあ後で。ごめんね。ちょっと仕事の電話で。
That was so obviously a girl.
また女性をエスコートするときはなるべくゆっくりとうなずく、さりげなく足元を気遣うなど、その上で。
Hi, welcome, darling. I'm glad you could make it. Apologies if I sound sleepy, but I really wanted to play this game.
へえ、ロサンヨーク TV で神話番組が復活するんだ。あれ結構とんでも理論で好きなんだよね。
例えばパーティーで女性と話すときは、まず相手の趣味や好きなことをそれとなく聞き出すこと。かといって待ちの姿勢はダメよ。なるべく。
Honestly, I'm just trying to listen to her advice, and it is very confusing because you have to do this but not that, this but not that, and you're trying to do things simultaneously. And this is the kind of advice that makes things really tough because there's no clear direction. It's kind of not advice as more so I don't know, I'm too sleepy to make it. Yeah, I know, I'm so sorry. I really want to do early morning streams, but it is so hard. I did end up doing the chicory stream at a later time, and that was like kind of my compromise, but yeah, I'm so sorry.
そういえば君に言ってなかったよね。実は俺今は6番街に住んでて。
Wait, is he still living in the place that we used to roommate in? Or be the place that we were roommates in?
というわけで8割相槌を打ち、2割ぐらい自分の話をすること。でも相手の子が会話に乗ってこなければ、その場合は。
How are you supposed to like... And that's not fair if he's just nods along 80% of the time and only talks about himself 20% of the time. That doesn't seem like actual communication or, I guess, a strong relationship because he's deliberately not allowing himself to talk. That's not fair. What if she... I mean, no one should talk solely about themselves, but I think 20% of the time is harsh, although unless you include factors like their life and other things. Yeah, no worries. I do have the VOD up if you want to take a look. We got a lot done. Figured out quite a few puzzles. This guy. But yeah, glad you could stop by. And I hope you're doing well. I'm so sleepy. Oh my god, Rao. He looks like he's about to leave because of his sprite posture.
それ誰？
もちろん月の女神ダイアナさ。
Diana, goddess of the moon? I thought that was Nyx. Or maybe that's a different name. Honestly, the fact that the same gods have different names according to Greek and Roman mythology, no wonder I got confused.
加湿器の水がなくなった。ほんと乾燥してるよね、ここ。
Oh my god, Ruki. Everyone, come on, please pay attention. Miss Tyner's speaking.
ああ、聞いてる聞いてる。
Oh my god, Alvin. Did I ever play Hollow Knight? Actually, no. I've heard of the game, but I've never, I haven't seen anything about it. That's the only thing. I have heard of it, and I know it was very popular at one point. If it's a pixel game or kind of like an adventure game that's not too intense, I would be interested in trying it. You're clearly not. I can see you messing around on your phone. Oh, it's Chi. Miss Tyner is here today specifically to help you. Stop being so rude. If you ever want a chance at dating and getting married, you need to listen.
はい。大丈夫よ。トップブライダルアドバイザーさん。男の子はいつだってフリーダムなものだもの。
Oh boy, I hate that saying. Ooh. Okay, yeah, I am pretty interested in it. It kind of depends how you fight with bugs. Because I don't like bugs. I accept that they are an important part of the ecosystem. I accept that they have their role in the ecosystem. I accept that some of them are not too bad, but I don't like bugs. So we'll see. I will definitely check it out though if it's like chicory. That intrigues me.
でもそうね、こんなにも異性の話して食いつかない子たちは初めてよ。あなたたち、落としたい女の子はいないの？
え？俺は。
いない。
いない。
いないかな?
Well, okay, Rao's a different case. He's here to study for a movie role, so it's fair enough.
俺も特には。
Yeah, you.
私は代理ですので。
Poor Owen. Ooh, spells. Okay, yeah. I will definitely look it up after this. But I will say that I played Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion, and I've learned that sword fighting is a skill in progress for me. Well, even if you don't have anyone in mind right now, listen to the lecture in case you ever meet someone. At a party later, for example.
パーティー？
I already texted everyone, but yes, party. There is a matchmaking party after this, and it is mandatory.
そうなの?
Okay, when there's no music, their voice acting's a little quiet. Give me a sec. I sent you multiple messages. I even got your agent's permission.
へえ、そうなんだ。
Why does he act like it doesn't concern him? Anyway, before I let you meet our female members later, I need to make sure you actually know how to talk to them.
わざわざ教えてもらわなくても、女の落とし方なら俺が教えてやるよ。
He looks so chuny. He reminds me of someone. What? No, that's not what I'm talking about. You just need to learn how to hold a conversation. I want to trust you at the party later.
いいから。俺に任せて。
Oh my gosh. Honestly, none of them interest me at this point. Like, the art was so pretty, and I've heard so many good things about this game, and the main character is so pretty. But none of the boys, like their personality, have appealed to me so far. My bad, hold on. Right now, I'm just doing a blind run and seeing who I'll end up getting matched with if I have who the game matches me with. That's my interest, because if I'm being very honest, all of these guys, I see why the game is like, you're parasites. They're all very pretty though. Alan is known as the thieving parasite, so I was suspicious as soon as I saw him start to walk toward me. Ooh. Oh, wow, that's so pretty. Oh, I saw that. I think Jaden Animations played that. It looked really funny. It's definitely on my list for dating simulators. Suddenly his face was only inches from mine. I got the sense he was about to start lecturing the class himself. Like, I get that he's really pretty, the art is gorgeous, but for some reason, when I think of his personality, this doesn't look appealing.
まずはさ、女の子と男は距離感が大切なんだよ。
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's your personality that's really not making this cool. Ooh, it has a sequel? I didn't know that. Okay. We'll definitely look for the sequel. I also wanted to do the Colonel, the KFC dating sim, but that doesn't work on my operating system, unfortunately. But I'm definitely interested in playing like silly dating sims, so I'll definitely look for the sequel to the rat one. He said that with gentle whisper and brushed his fingertips across a few strands of my hair. Ugh. Is he putting his techniques into practice? And he was trying it out on me, of all people. I tried to speak up, but he stopped me before I could protest.
先生、彼らに教えてあげたいんでしょ？協力して。
The voice actor sounds amazing, but his personality, I'm so sorry. The art is gorgeous though, this CG, wow. When you say go with you, do you mean...
いいわ続けて。とっても勉強になりそう。
ああ、この稽古お手本見せてくれるんだ。助かる。
Did he just say Taskaru? Tainer, help me out here. Rob really thinks this is part of the workshop? Before I could say anything, he placed his hand under my chin and raised my face up. We were close, as intimate as two lovers about to kiss. Alan looked deep into my eyes.
ステップ1。まず目と目を合わせる。こういう時は自信をたっぷりに。
Alan's smile revealed his perfectly white teeth. He traced his thumb across my lower lip.
綺麗だよ、泡。君の濡れたその眼差しに溺れそうだ。
Okay.
ステップ2。甘い言葉を囁いたら、次はどこまで触れていいのかのチェック。手か、腰か、それともそれ以上か。ね。手が OK なら次は肩。その次は腰だ。
In exactly that order, Alan touched my hand, my shoulder, then my hips. His hand slid smoothly across my body. What the heck is happening right now? Is this how he thinks you get with a girl?
ステップ3。触っても平気そうな女の子なら、どうしてあげるんだ。
Alan laughed softly, then gently kissed my ear. Oh, his warm breath tickled, giving me goosebumps.
内緒話をするふりして、耳にキスしてあげて。そして次は。
What? Without warning, his hand brushed against my thigh. It was cold to the touch, and I nearly cried out.
いい反応。こういう感じだったら、あとはもうキスをすればいいんだ。
I'm so sorry. I would. It'd be an elbow to the face at this point for me. Alan began to close his eyes. His hand slid from my ear to my cheek, and his face inched closer to mine. Thank you, Gil. Just as I was about to push Alan away, it was Gil who brought the action to a halt. He rushed in between me and Alan, then kept going and crashed into the desk.
すごいよギル。まるで全知全能の神ゼウスみたいだったよ。ああ、英語名だとジュピターね。
Why Zeus? Yeah, I don't know why Zeus. Gil, are you okay?
君のキス守れてよかったよ。
Doesn't say he dies. No, he can't die. He's one of the main love interests. What is going on? Gil, are you alright? Alan, you took that way too far.
俺はただ女の子の口説き方を実践してみただけだよ。
Oh my god. All you demonstrated was how to go after a one-night stand.
そこから始まる恋もあるでしょ。ねえ、みんなどうだった？
Alan turned to the others with a big grin on his face. However... Owen was focused entirely on typing something into his laptop. Ryuki was neck deep into some kind of skincare routine.
ラウルはどうだった？
Humble
そう
him.
だな。ギルのあのフォームでの走りは古代ギリシャでは認められなかったかもね。そもそも短距離走とは昔は神に捧げられるもので。
Huh?
いや、そこじゃなくて、俺の実演はどうだったかなって。
Humble him.
実演？ごめん、途中から意識飛んでて。なんだっけ？ヴィーナスの美しさについてだっけ？
彼が走るところしか見れてなかったみたいね。
Rao had absolutely no interest until he saw Gil run. Huh? I really do wonder if any of them actually want to get married. That is a question. Even ignoring Rao's special circumstances, I don't think any of them are serious about any of this. Maybe it's better that they didn't pay attention to Alan's demonstration. Well then, do you remember Miss Tyner's lesson on how to talk to girls when you first meet? Rao? Rookie? I specifically pointed at the two who were least likely to have been listening. They turned to each other and tilted their heads in confusion. Oh my god.
一緒にパンクラチオンをするとか？
Pancration?
肌の手入れとか？
Oh my god. I can tell you weren't listening at all.
俺は聞いてたよ。確か8対2で喋って相手の話を聞いてあげるだよね。
Aw, Gil was listening. I like how you remember the same thing I do, which is 8-2 ratio. Good job, Gil.
まあね、俺もずっと気になってたから。
Gil might be okay, but I don't feel great about the others. I'm getting kind of nervous about that matchmaking party. Oh boy, those poor female members who are about to meet these guys. Checking the time, I realized that the party was fast approaching.
あら、もしかしてもう時間かしら。
Yes, I'm afraid so. I'm so sorry about this, especially after asking you to come all this way.
あら、気にしないで。初回なんてこんなもんよ。むしろ出ていかなかったことを評価してあげなきゃ。
That's the bare minimum. Like, they came to us because they wanted to get married. I guess that's true, but I admire how positive she can take this. Knowing them, there's definitely something they could have tried. So since they're still here, maybe they do have some desire to get married. Still, it's hard to see if they were actually paying any attention.
彼らを見る限り、やっぱり実践の方が向いていそうね。
Okay, fair enough. I looked around the room and gave one final nod. Miss Tyner turned on the lights and the curtains opened automatically.
ということで、今日は全員への宿題。恋している相手だと思って、練習がてら彼女にメールを送ること。
Oh. Me?
ええ、相手がいなくちゃメールは上達しないわ。
By the way, if anyone doesn't know, Owen, who is the second from the left, is not one of the love interests. He's here representing one of the love interests who, for his own reasons, cannot allow people to know that he's looking to get married. Owen is just the rep, but he's representing Monsieur S, or literally Mr. Snail. I think that's like the funniest name in this game. I'm so sorry. She's got a point.
でもみんな本気で口説くつもりで書きなさい。アドバイザーさんだからと油断しちゃダメよ。メールは場数を踏まないと進歩しないから。
That's true. Whether it's love, academics, or sports, practicing over and over again is important to improving. I don't know how I feel about including love in that, but I do agree that if you never go for love, you probably won't be able to improve upon your communication skills, I don't want to see it that clinically, but I guess it's true. It just feels really weird to say that, where you have to practice love to make it perfect.
勉強だか
Or
ら
improve.
好きなキャラクターを思い浮かべながら書くのでもいいわ。ただ名前部分だけちゃんと彼女に変えてね。
Oh, could you imagine if they like wrote a love letter and didn't change the name?
じゃあねボーイズ、頑張って恋できるといいわね。
Thank you, Miss Tyner. Miss Tyner gave a wave as she left the workshop suite. After she was gone, I let out a heavy sigh. But there was no time for rest. The matchmaking party was happening immediately afterward. Oh boy, that's some tight schedule. I'm still worried about this whole thing, but being scared won't accomplish anything. I'm sure once they meet the girls, they'll find some motivation. Okay, time to put everything in motion. Everyone, let's go. We need to put everything we learned to work. Let's head to the party room on the first floor. Time for some matchmaking. Chee. Chi is the divine beast pet, by the way. Ooh.
人がいっぱいいるね。
When we arrived, I saw that there were already tons of attendees waiting for us. This matchmaking party is an event hosted by the Cupid Corporation in order to bring men and women together. All of you need to try and approach our female members during the party. Got it? cute. Do they really though? Luki was already looking at nothing. Alan was gazing at everyone like they were pieces of meat. Monsieur S wasn't even there. Owen? I assume Monsieur S won't be joining us?
ええ、今日も代理で出席するよう受けたまわっております。
Great. Another proxy meeting. I guess that's what he's used to in his culture, but still. We're in Lost York, the city of fashionable people having fashionable fun. All those same people come to Cupid Corp to live out a fairy tale romance. And you can't get that experience through a proxy. It leads to a lot of questions for sure. But Monsieur S seems to want to get married. I suppose I'll respect his wishes. Alright, take a seat everyone. The ladies will come up to you in turn, so be sure to spend some time with each of them.
へえ、女の子の方から来てくれるの？
Over there, you can have a quick, casual chat like a buffet. Over here is for members that might be a little more reserved. None of these guys can handle an all-you-can-eat meet and greet buffet though. I'd sooner strap them down to a chair so I can keep an eye on them. Otherwise, I can't stop things from going south. Alan will do terrible things to women just trying to get married, and Ra will just get swamped. I wanted to sit each of them down and make them interact with whichever woman came up to them. That was the plan, anyway. I'll be keeping an eye on you, so go out there and try your hand with as many women as possible. I feel like this isn't gonna go the way she wants.
どうもギル・ラブクラフトです。
はーい、気分はどう？
まあぼちぼち。
結構おとなしい感じなんだ。どういう結婚生活がいいとかある？
結婚生活？俺はやっぱり恋人を最優先にしたいな。彼女仕事より恋愛だって言ってたし。
彼女？誰の話？
結局振られちゃったけど。っていうか多分彼女は俺の気持ちに一度も気づいていなかったんだと思うんだけれど。
He's probably right. She probably didn't even notice. I don't think she rejected him. She just never noticed.
その人と結婚したら？
いいね。彼女が相手なら俺どこまでも尽くせるよ。買い物は必ず付き合うし、荷物だって全部持つし、家事は全部俺がやる。
He's definitely the obsessed parasite. No. He's lovelorn parasite, but I think obsessed works better.
彼女いつも言ってくれたんだ。愛を作る名前だなんて素敵じゃないって。俺確かに愛を作るのは得意だと思うんだ。彼女と一緒に暮らしていた時は毎日尽くしてたし、俺のご飯食べて喜んでもらえたら嬉しかったし、彼女の苦手なものは俺も苦手になった。
Oh my god.
全部を共有できるってやっぱり素晴らしいよね。それでますます好きになってさ、俺が支えなきゃって思ってて。でも
Okay, that's enough, Gil. Go on back to the workshop suite. Stat.
でも話は途中で。
Oh, yes you are. She already ran off. I think any girl would. Alright, let's see if...
素敵なネクタイね。ってその首からぶら下げてる札何？
ああ、わかりやすく代理であることをお伝えしようと。
代理？
私はとある人の代理でこちらへ参りました。どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
はあ。でも代理人を雇えるなんてご本人は結構な財産家だったりするのかしら。偉い人か何か？
ただいま確認いたします。
Is he live streaming their date? Oh my god. Could you imagine going on a date with someone and it's not the person you're on a date with, but the person who is watching you through a phone, like a live stream? I think there's gonna be a strike too.
はあ、私はあなたに聞いて。
お忙しいところ失礼いたします。今例のマッチングパーティーでして、財産か偉い人かと聞かれましたが。
Oh my goodness, it's not even a live stream. It's literally just him calling him to get the answer.
はい。そのようにお答えしたい。はい、かしこまりました。我が雇い主からのお言葉をお伝えします。
Oh.
それなりの地位にいるが、それを守るために多大な犠牲を払ってもらう必要がある。まず家に帰れないし、夫婦の営みも難しい。
Wait, he came to a matchmaking session. He's like, a fulfilling marriage may be difficult. Then why doesn't he just hire someone to get married?
会話は基本代理を通して行う。日常的に会うことはないだろう。以上だ。とのことだそうです。
You're kidding.
それ結婚する意味ある？
Exactly. Okay, time's up. Thank you for that. Please try to enjoy the rest of the matchmaking party.
お待ちください。今の言葉をクライアントに報告しておきます。
Sure, fine. Go right ahead. Once you're finished, we need to talk, so just head on back to the workshop suite upstairs. Yep, one strike and he's also out. Oh, Ryuki, let's see if you do better.
かわいい男の子ね。こんな若い子がパーティーに来るなんて思わなかった。あなたいくつ？ 聞こえてる？
2B2933 2B2933. Hold on. 2B. Ooh. Oh no, it's a very dark grayish blue. It's not a pretty color.
ちょっといきなり何よあんた。
He sprayed her with mist like he did us. Pardon me, miss. If you just follow me this way, don't worry. That mist is just, beauty enhancer. Ryuki, workshop suite now.
はーい。ってもしかしてあなた俳優のラウル・アコニット？どうしてここにいるの？
Oh my god.
ちょっと事情があってね。
嘘。ラウルがいるならもっとおしゃれしてくればよかった。ねえ、どんな女の子が好み？
そうだな。やっぱり牛みたいな子かな。
Oh god, he's gonna elaborate.
牛？
牛はネプチューンの聖獣なんだ。神に仕えるのにぴったりだろ。それにゼウスも乙女を牛に変えたことがある。
Okay, I'm just gonna say Zeus probably didn't turn a girl into an ox because he liked her.
人間に例えるとどんな子？
そうだな。ダナエやエウローペやイーオーやレーダーみたいな子かな。彼女たちはみんなゼウスに愛されていた人間だよ。
Does he think of himself as Zeus? You can see Cheese just shocked.
神に愛される娘というのはどこの国の神話でもバージンだとされている。だから乙女は多分特別な力を持っていたと解説する学者も多いのだけれど。
I think that's just something else. Oh my god. That's why cherry magic exists. If anyone reads BL, you should check out cherry magic. It's very cute. Oh my god.
でも俺は別にバージンにこだわるつもりはないよ。俺は神じゃないし、そこに神聖さを感じないからね。
Wait, he just said the word. I hope that I don't get flagged for that.
にしても神々って本当に愛の営みが好きだよね。ギリシャ神話だけじゃなくて日本神話などの他の神話でもよくやってるし。
Oh my god.
ギリシャ神話に何回その描写あるか知ってる？俺前に一度数えてみたんだけど、それがまた面白いぐらいの数で。
That is Okay, great. That's enough out of you. Thank you very much. Rao, workshop suite now. I can feel her exasperation, and I definitely relate. Oh my god.
これからがいいところだったのに。
Can't you see you were freaking her out? You could have ruined your reputation, and your agent would definitely rip me apart for it. Alright, number 5.
はーい、こんばんは。
どうも、アラン・メルビルです。気軽にアランって呼んで、ハワーリー。こんな可愛い子に声かけられて光栄だよ。
やっぱり予想通りね。あなた、ここにいるけど、結婚する気ないでしょ。
Oh, smart lady.
もしかして君も？
結婚願望はあるわ。でも、ここにいる人と親交を深めるつもりはないの。
Oh my.
一人じゃ嫌だっていう友達に無理やり連れてこられただけだし。私、彼氏いるもの。
Oh no.
へえ、彼氏がいるんだ。その人のこと好きなの？
そうなの。だから乗り気じゃない人探して時間つぶしに話そうかなって思ったわけ。本気で結婚相手探しに来てる人に悪いじゃない？
確かにそうだ。じゃあ時間つぶしにちょっと俺の家に来ない？
Oh god, no.
は？何言ってんの？私彼氏がいるって言ったじゃない。
Yeah.
だからだよ。俺はさ、他の人に恋してる女の子と会いたくてここに来てるんだ。
He sounds like a
い
dirtbag.
つも同じ食べ物ばかりじゃ飽きるでしょ。たまにはスイーツもつまみ食いしなきゃ。
Actually, dirtbags are a very useful part of the vacuum, so it's clearly a compliment. But this guy, I just really want to call him a dirtbag.
悪いけれど、私彼氏のこと愛しているの。
ますますそそられるよ。ね、よければ俺の枕試してみない？いい夢見させてあげるよ。
Alright, we're stopping there. Okay, that's it. Time's up. Thank you very much. I'm so glad you could join us today. Help yourself to drinks and snacks in the break room. Alan, come with me. We need to talk. Please excuse us. I apologize profusely to the 5 girls who were subjected to the Parasite 5. They all looked around at each other.
最悪な男だったわ。人の前で昔の女の話なんて。やっぱりこういうところにろくな男はいないわね。代理って何考えてるのかしら。しかも結婚生活する気なしって。話すだけ時間の無駄だったわ。あいつに伝えておいて。絶対にあんたよりも先に私の方が結婚してやるって。男も駐車場もいいところはとっくに取られてるって。ほんとその通り。顔が良くてもあれじゃね。
Oh boy.
なんでもいいわ。もう帰りましょう。あの男ムカつくわ。何よあの態度。しかも、アワーハニーって失礼だわ。
I like it's our honey, but the translation's our darling. I'm very sorry, everyone. I bowed my head in apology as I said my farewells. Then I headed straight to the 7th floor workshop suite where those 5 were waiting. I was getting ready to lay into them. I closed the curtain so we could have some privacy. Does everyone know why I told you to come up here? After closing the curtain, I turned around and faced them. My arms crossed in front of me. They were behaving. For now.
8対2を守れなかったから。
No, Gil. You kept bringing up your ex. I don't know who this ex is, but no woman wants to hear about that, especially in public.
誰だかわからないって。やっぱり気づかれてない。
And Owen, if you're going to be someone's stand-in, at least do it properly. You could have worded things a lot better.
ですが、彼はそのまま家と。
We need to be on the same wavelength if you want your member to hurry up and get hitched, Owen. Get hitched. And Rao, stop jumping straight into that mythology nonsense. You can't dump that on someone you've just met.
彼女が俺の好みを聞いたからだよ。それに神話トークってほどじゃないさ。あれぐらい普通じゃない？
Yes, it's very weird. And Ruki, don't spray your mist at someone before you even ask her her name.
まともに話せる人間にしてやろうと努力しただけだよ。
Oh god. You can't judge a book by its cover. Love means loving what's inside the most. Aren't you even the least bit curious about what's inside someone?
人間並みになって出直してくるならね。
Bad answer. Bad attitude. And Alan, you simply cannot jump into bed with a woman who's already taken.
俺はただ枕を試してみないって言っただけだよ。
It's the same thing. I know I keep asking this, but do any of you really want to get married?
それはもちろん。無論です。むしろ彼はとても焦っています。
Okay, that's a him issue. It's not on her.
まあ、人並みに。
する気がなきゃここにはいないよ。
Uh-huh.
俺は早く恋を知りたいな。
Okay, Rao's an exception. Then you should start taking this seriously. Love is about getting close to someone. It's about compromise and forgiveness. It's give and take. Emphasize on the give. Anyway, you have your homework. Send me a text like you're in love. If you can't understand what love is, then use your imagination. Got it?
はい。
Do they really get it though? They came to Cupid Corp because they want to get married, but it feels more like an obligation than actual desire. Everyone said that they're all lost causes, but I refuse to give up on them. You can rise to this challenge, Bunny. After all, we're just getting started. Let's see it through to the end. Helping them find love at long last would finally prove that humans have the power to connect within them. Well, that concludes today's workshop. I'll contact you for the next meeting, but before then, do your homework. No excuses. Oh, dang. I'm beat. I am beat, but I like her room. It's very cute. And do you want to get married? After heading home, I didn't bother with changing out of my clothes. Instead, I just flopped onto bed. Even though the hours were the same, I felt like I just pulled a double shift. Seems like Clarice is out. Speak of the devil, a message popped on my phone that said probably won't be home tonight. It looked like it would just be me for the night. My shoulders are so stiff. Chi, are you here?
Chi?
Oh, there you are. Here we go. I took Chi's tiny body in my hands and shoved his head against my shoulder. A small electrical current crackled between his horns. Oh, yes. That's the spot. I pushed my makeshift Chi massager against the knots in my shoulders until he started to fidget. Guess he doesn't like being upside down. Sorry. As soon as I let him go, he immediately flew off, but he returned just as quickly to lay next to me. Oh, it's time to turn in, isn't it? He stretched a bit and I gently stroked his back as he sleepily closed his eyes. I glanced around the room. Clarice and I shared a room back in college, and Gil was actually staying in the next room over. After graduation, I lost contact with him. I was always kind of worried about him. I never imagined I would reunite with him like this, and I don't think he imagined reuniting with you either. Back in college, Gil really looked out for me. He helped me get a part-time job and even took care of the chores. After he left, Clarice and I could barely keep the place clean. Lovelorn parasite. Gil is so kind. He always puts everyone ahead of himself. Once he bounces back, I'm sure he'll make some nice, sweet girl very happy. I'll give it my all as his advisor. A text. Oh, this is... Let's see what they texted. Let's see. How do I unlock this? No, go back. I wanted to read it. Wait. Oh shoot, I forgot. It's not a desktop game. Can I go back? Oh, I don't know what that did. So it says, Mr. S. I'm so grateful for everything you did for me today. Talking to you was extremely helpful. I hope I'll continue to receive the benefit of your advice. Ghost written by Owen. At least he's honest. Ra Aconite. As there are many sets of 12 gods and 12 signs of the zodiac, so there are also 12 signs of love. Like when one person says, I can't live without you, director's note with tears in their eyes. And the other one says, I understand. This isn't goodbye, you know. I'll always be there to support you on your journey. Director's note with a smile on their face. Even Buddhism says... Ah, sorry, I sent that before it was finished, but it was a pretty good message, right? So no worries. Do you imagine getting a message and it has like director's notes in it? Oh my god. Ruki. Face mask, peel off face mask cap. Alan. Oh my god. I love you so much, our darling. Lips as smooth as a ripe peach, skin as soft as freshly whipped cream. Just thinking about what you're tasting is... Anyway, I prepared the most divine bedding just for you. Come by my place and I promise you'll have the most ecstatic dreams. I didn't get to read Gills! I glance at Chi lying next to me. Maybe the time has come to use my Cupid's bow. No, I can't give in. I have to get them married without that. I had to prove to Dad that the gods don't always have to step in. Still, looking at that text message, I started to get a stomachache. I think I'll just hold off on my reply to tomorrow. Silently, I put my phone down, closed my eyes, and drifted off into dreamland. No, I gotta go back. I want to see Gil's message. I'm so curious. No pain, no gain. Alright, we're in another chapter. These are longer than I expected. So cute! Good morning. I walked into the living room to find my roommate Clarice there. I guess she really did stay out all night. The welcoming fragrance of fresh coffee and hot toast wafted through the air. Oh, you're home. I wasn't sure if you'd be back yet. Aww. Clarice casually shrugged her shoulders, then quickly set the salad and toast on the table. Salad for breakfast, interesting.
It's 7 o'clock. Here's today's funny news topics.
As usual, Clarice and I watched the morning news on TV while we dug into our breakfast. The meal included cafe au lait, toast, salad, and a refreshing smoothie for each of us. As I was eating, I casually glanced at Clarice.
Today's funny news は相変わらずどれも平和なニュースね。さすがローカル番組。
I like how it's funny news, but it's just the local morning news. Claire should be pretty exhausted right now, but she looks as she just woke up. Just as upbeat and beautiful as always. Oh, those kind of people. I'm almost certain that the girl Gil was in love with was Clarice. If so, Gil's going to have a lot of trouble going forward. Clarice never fell for guys. In fact, she was known as the Stone Wall. Clarice must be why Gil became the lovelorn parasite. Close but no cigar. I've got to give him my full support and help him find love. Or at the very least, help him mend his broken heart.
Up next, the latest news on the marriage hunting market. Here's a video.
Oh god.
あ、見て。CC が映ってる。
Huh? Hearing Clarice mention that, I look up at the TV. She was right. It was a shot of the Cupid Corp building. Oh boy, this is not gonna go well.
こちらが産業区で一番人気の結婚相談所キューピッドコーポレーションです。 創業から15年経った今、会員も17万人を超え、こちらで成婚した夫婦をロサンヨークシティでよく見かけるようになりました。ですが、最近は成婚率が下がっているという噂も。さらに先日、ロサンヨーク内には別の結婚相談所が新規に立ち上がりました。
I like I'm watching this like actual
こ
news.
のロサンヨーク婚活市場はどうなるのでしょうか。早速、会員の方にお話を聞いてみましょう。
何？
私、Today's Funny News のリポーターです。つまり、CC についてどう思っているかをお聞かせください。
Oh no, she might be one of the people who was at the party the other day.
そうね。まあ、サービスは悪くないけど、変な会員が結構いるのが問題よね。
Oh no.
会員というと、
聞いてくれる？この間なんて、ずっと目をつむってる男紹介されちゃってさ。高いお金払ってるんだから、ちゃんとした人を案内しろって思わない？
That's not really how it works.
確かにその通りですね。ちなみに、ロサンヨークに新しい結婚相談所ができたことはご存知ですか？
なんだっけ、変わった名前の。そうそう。あれ気になってて、体験無料らしいし、ちょっとそっちに行ってみようかと思ってるのよ。
Can you imagine a free trial for a marriage agency? What happens when you match with someone? You have to continue your membership in order to continue matching with this person? That's very weird because you guys could just both continue to meet without the agency.
なるほど。お話ありがとうございました。このように、現在 CC では会員の増加に伴いサービスが悪化しているとの話題が。
Oh my god. You just interviewed one person and you're like, Cupid Court members are missing their shot at love. It's one person. And they don't even know the name of the other one yet?
ネガキャンされたわね。
Wait, what's this about a new marriage agency? I didn't know about that.
名前なんだったかな？確かわざわざうちの近くの7番街に作ってた気が。
Oh jeez, look at the time. I'm gonna be late.
そっか、今日早番だっけ？
Yep. Sorry, Clarice. Gotta go. Mind cleaning up for me?
いってらっしゃい。
The next topic is about the young president of Cupid Corporation, Mr. Shelby Snail.
See, I told you. It's Mr. Snail.
He is famous for being a great husband, but a little bird told me that he is unmarried.
Who told her? Dang.
へえ、そんな噂あるんだ。でも確かに既婚者には見えないのよね。
Who would leak that? Holy shoot.
今のニュース見たか、我が部下よ。
What is he holding? He looks like an actual parasite. He is a parasite. Oh wait, no, I think that's just the...
これでキューピッドコーポレーションの印象操作はバッチリです。この調子で会員を我が社に奪い、勝ってみせる。打倒キューピッドコーポレーション。おー
They're so pumped up. Literally just one... If people take one interview and they're like, oh yeah, it's the multinational corporation's ruin, I have questions about the kind of members you're attracting. I made it. I got to my desk and let out a deep sigh. I got here at 8:30 on the dot, just in time. Clarice's hours in system development are different than mine. We almost never get to eat breakfast together. Advisors work in shifts to accommodate the schedules of Lost Yorkers. Since everyone's so busy, we tend to work from 9 a.m. to 11 at night. Holy. That's a 14-hour shift. But ever since I got stuck on Parasite 5 duties, I've been getting better hours for my shifts. While it's not that tiring for me, I appreciate the consideration. To begin the day, I reopened the message from yesterday. I want to see Gills! ... Never mind, I'm too tired. Hold on. Hold on, I was trying to read it, but I can barely read it. Dang it. going through all the mistakes in this message is going to take forever. He's basically just asking her to lunch, by the way. Still, I fought a desire to just run away and stood strong. I got down to business and started proofreading. Alright, and sent. A few hours later, I somehow managed to reply to all the messages. I couldn't do it on my phone though. I had to switch to my computer. All the messages had loads of issues, so it took longer than usual to reply, but everything turned out okay, all things considered. Thankfully, the theories on love I learned in college and from media helped me make the text a bit more woman-friendly. Since everyone's free tomorrow, I penciled in meetings with all of them. I hope they'll be okay. To be honest, conversations and lectures aren't going to change their mindsets. Well, if they do find a woman that sparks their interest, I can at least give them some advice to keep those sparks flying. Still, no matter how many members I show them, they're not interested. They won't even tell me what they're looking for. Hence why I can't introduce anyone to them. I have to look out for the female members of Cupid Corp too. If I mess up, it'll just give the news one more bad soundbite. Then our members might really leave us for another agency. But we've never dealt with members like this in the past. What a tough situation to resolve. If someone lacked confidence, I could suggest that they focus on their strengths and build some self-esteem. And for someone who's a bit prideful, guiding them towards better behavior in regards to marriage is key. But this is a difficult situation entirely. None of them want to get married. Honestly, I don't even know why they're members. I pondered putting them through some marriage bootcamp training. While I was considering that, my work phone rang. Hello, Miss Aria speaking. This is another one? Sure, that should be fine. I hung up the phone and prepared the necessary documents before getting up. It's been a while since I've handled someone who's not part of the Parasite 5. Even my fellow advisors are worried about me. The Parasite 5 really are legendary around here. Even people from other departments have started sharing their concerns. I've become something of a legend myself, I guess. I couldn't help but wonder what this new member might be like. While walking down the hall, I tried to imagine. I have a bad feeling about this. As I entered the meeting room, I saw a woman staring nervously at the floor. Hello, it's nice to meet you. My name is Bunni Aria. I'm a bridal advisor here. I flashed her a smile and held out my business card. She accepted it with trembling hands and looked down again. Well, Melanie, thank you so much for coming in today. Before moving on, I gave her a chance to look up to me. Instead, she just glanced around the rest of the room. She must be really nervous. This is probably her first time using a marriage agency. Well, it's the bridal advisor's job to help our members relax. You know, our company offers a wide variety of services. Would you mind if I provided some explanation and a bit of guidance? She gave a small nod, so with pamphlet in hand, I began describing the different services we had to offer. Melanie hung on my every word and began nodding along enthusiastically. Wow, it's been a while since I've had someone actually listen to what I was saying. I'd almost forgotten how nice it was. I wish the Parasite 5 were this cooperative. Well, I believe that just about covers everything, so now I'd like to ask about you. Melanie blinked in confusion. Yes, to begin with, are there any must-haves or absolute deal-breakers when it comes to a potential partner? Why wouldn't they choose her? Please excuse me for asking, but have you done anything like this before? Searching for a husband, I mean. Absolutely you can. That's my job as a bridal advisor, to help you find your perfect husband. I gave her a warm smile intended to help ease her worries. I could tell we need to work on her low self-esteem. She couldn't seem to keep from talking negatively about herself. She's completely incapable of seeing anything good in herself. During college, I learned that you need praise and approval from others if you want to improve your self-esteem. As her advisor, I can give her the praise she needs, but she could just reject that and fall further into a downward spiral. In which case, it'd be better to build up her confidence by encouraging some self-improvement first. Let's see, it's probably better to start her off with a bit of light texting rather than going right to matchmaking parties. Cupid Corp utilizes a number of matchmaking tools. Sorry, I just have... The coincidence and timing is... As someone who really enjoys reading comprehension, this is setting up a flag for me. Matchmaking parties, Lost York food tours, ooh, and one-on-one meetings are some of our more successful meetings. We also have a number of cafes, restaurants, and bars reserved specifically for our members so they can feel more relaxed. For our more introverted members, we recommend that they start with texting or even writing letters to initiate contact. We like to divide up our members according to what methods we think fit best. The messaging track is our go-to for shy folks. Messaging lets them avoid the stress of an in-person meeting, so it's great for people like Melanie who struggle with confidence. Okay, Melanie, can I tell you what I've got in mind for you? I started describing my recommended plan in detail and turned to the appropriate page in the pamphlet. Slowly, Melanie began to open up more about herself and what she was looking for in a partner. I couldn't remember the last time a member had talked with me so honestly. It was really quite touching. Well, let me thank you again for trusting your company with this. If there's anything I can help you with, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Of course, if you have time, feel free to visit the cafe in our company annex. Yes, we have a cafe that's for members only. Most people just use it to relax and take a break. I think that's a great idea. Would you like me to show you the way? I opened the door to leave with Melanie when... I found Owen standing directly in front of us. Apparently he was just about to knock on the door. Oh, hello. Did you need something?
ええ、お話し中でしたか。申し訳ございません。
As soon as she saw him, Melanie quickly ducked behind me. Actually, I was just about to take her to the company cafe.
そうでしたか。では、私が代わりにご案内いたします。あなたはロビーへ。我が社の広告代理店の担当者が休養だと。
Emergency? Our ad agency? I tried to imagine what the problem might be, but couldn't think of anything off the top of my head. But there was also Melanie to consider. I tried to gauge her reaction and she gave her head a quick shake. I thought she was like, no, please don't leave me alone with him. But... Well, if you're sure, then if you excuse me... I gave her a final nod before leaving the meeting room. I quickly made my way to the lobby. What kind of emergency would they need a bridal advisor for? As I got out the elevator, I saw a nervous-looking man there. He was alone in the lobby. That must be the agency manager. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Are you from the advertising agency?
はい、そうですが。あなたがトップブライダルアドバイザーで社長から直接仕事を頼まれたって人ですか？
Oh no. That's right.
よかった。ちょうど良さそうだ。
He's gonna use this as an opportunity to boost the company. The Parasite 5 are gonna be their new sensational. If we can get them married, we can get anyone married. Huh? Do what just fine?
とにかく緊急事態です。急いでついてきてください。
What the? What the is right? Without explanation, the manager quickly led me away. He gave me a jacket and a pair of glasses apparently as a disguise, and then... The Happy Forest Cafe? We soon arrived at a cafe near the office. It was a regular destination of mine. Very cute.
いいですか。これから社長の会食があるんですが、いい感じに話を合わせてください。いいですね。
A business lunch with the president? But what am I doing here?
CC のイメージアップ作戦です。今朝のニュース見たでしょ。わかったらこちらへ。
Who in the hell are you to do this? I did see the news, but what's that got to do with me? I wouldn't accept. Holy shoot. Because he's making you disguise, making you randomly meet the president, telling you nothing. Like, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. Absolutely not. I didn't have the first clue what this was talking about, but the manager just kept pushing me along, then let go. Walk away. The president looked quite surprised to see me. Obviously, he didn't know I would be there. I don't...
なぜお前が
サプライズですよ、サプライズ。さ、会食を始めましょう。
I had no choice but to sit next to Mr. Snail. The ad manager sat diagonally across from me, a look of desperation plastered on his face. So? You don't tell her anything? So he wants me to help improve our image somehow, but why did I have to wear a disguise?
彼女がキューピッドコーポレーションの誇るトップブライダルアドバイザーです。どうぞご挨拶を。
He gave her an assignment. He literally knows who she is. I'm not reading that. Oh! There's a producer there. I was like, why does she have to introduce herself? There was literally someone else there. Oh god. Wow, really? So you must work on shows like News 1 to 10 and today's Funny News, right? I think everyone who lives in Lost York has heard of you. I had no idea what was going on, but I figured I may as well just smile and go with it. Okay, this is why I would never be a main character in a story, because I'd just be like, nope, and then leave. I've been through a meeting between my company president and a TV producer. I've been thrown into a meeting between my company president and a TV producer without any warning. Screw the ad agency.
Oh, それはなかなか面白そうです。
Ooh, pretty CG. Apparently Mr. Snail had said something to catch the producer's attention. I got the impression that they were trying to put together some kind of TV show to boost Cupid Corp's image. The news report that that morning had focused on declining marriage rates, along with some of our more unusual members. I guess that's why the president himself had agreed to meet the media and was trying so hard to impress this producer. I had no idea Mr. Snail got involved in things like this. I always figured the ad agency took care of all that. Clearly not if their only recourse is to kidnap someone. Of course, I'd always known that he had founded Cupid Corp when he was a student and worked hard to get it where it was today. I'm sure he can do pretty much whatever he puts his mind to, except get married. In which case, I should do whatever I can to help make this a success too. After all, our members' potential for success is directly tied to the company's reputation. If I can do my part now, it should lead directly to more connections between humans.
御社のキューピッドシステムを使えば必ずうまくいくと
Oh, that's a dangerous statement.
ですがそんなにうまくいくもんですかね縁結びを機械でやるだなんて失敗しません
そこは現場の人間の腕が確かですから
That's right, there's really nothing to worry about. We integrate even the tiniest details to reflect trends and cultures as well. And since we designed the system and maintain it internally, we can always refine it at a moment's notice. Social media trends, new online slang, the smallest things can be fed into it so that we can find the perfect match for each member.
SNS のトレンドまでねじゃあそこにいるアドバイザーさんは一体何のためにいるんですか
The producer looked directly at me and gave me a smile that had a bit of an edge to it. But frankly, I get this kind of question all the time. Some members try and use it as an excuse to get a membership discount. Oh boy. Ultimately, we have no way of knowing exactly what people are thinking, so we need people on site to make minor adjustments. Well, for example, some people try to pretend like they're someone that they're not, and some just flat out lie. In those cases, they have hidden motivations, preferences, or tastes that we can't uncover unless we talk with them personally. We observe how their eyes move during a conversation, when they take sips of water, all the tiny moment-to-moment details. People have unconscious habits that a machine just can't pick up on. We're there to support and supplement the Cupid system. We calculate the most compatible partner and take our personal experience and knowledge to provide additional advice.
そこまで手間をかけてるとは。でも
It can be, sure, but our goal is to help as many people as possible come to know the pure joy of married life. Of course, we don't just push them to get married, that just leads to short marriages. More people than ever are getting divorced. Our objective is to provide the sort of matchmaking that can nurture a long and happy post-marriage life.
なるほど。いやはや、おみそれしました。そこまで考えていたとは思いませんでした。さすがプロですね。
Hehe, I'm just glad you took the time to hear us out.
いやー、このような優秀な人員が現場にいれば、社長も安心ですな。
ええ、私も助かっています。彼女のような意欲の高い社員がいれば、周囲も感化され、より良いサービスを皆様にお届けできますから。
Huh? I had no idea the president saw me that way, and I couldn't hide my surprise, which slowly turned into a self-satisfied smile. I never would have guessed that's how Mr. Snail felt.
結婚生活といえば、CC は結婚式場も併設されていますよね。次はそれについて聞きたいんですが。
Ooh. The president thoughtfully answered each of the producer's questions. Here and there, I added details based on the prevailing opinions of people in the field. The meeting seemed to be going smoothly. 1 hour later, we finished eating and the lunch finally came to an end. Oh, speaking of lunch, I won't. Makes me hungry.
では、そういうわけで。いやー、いい話が聞けてよかったですよ。
The producer seemed to have relaxed quite a bit. He stuck out his hand and Mr. Snail gave it a firm shake.
こちらこそ、大変素晴らしい時間を過ごさせていただきました。
Yes, it was an honor getting to speak with you.
じゃ、また。
The producer gave us one final wave and slipped into the busy city crowd. After a moment, the ad agency manager suddenly reappeared in front of us. Oh god.
お疲れ様です。話、いい感じで盛り上がってましたね。
アンソニー先輩、どこに行っていたんですか？
いやまあ、ちょっとやらなきゃいけないことがありましてね。でも大丈夫ですよ。話はバッチリ聞いてましたから。あなたもありがとね。これ、私の名刺。今後ともよろしく。
Oh my god, no. He shoved his business card at me. Anthony Duff, manager of the world-famous Omnicom Advertising Group.
さて、御社のイメージアップ作戦、頑張りますよ。それでは。
He's gonna do something like this is the secret wife of the president, isn't it? Mr. Duff quickly departed, leaving me alone with Mr. Snail and feeling somewhat confused about everything that just happened. I wonder what Mr. Snail was so formal with him, and also a campaign to help boost our image. Interesting. So that lunch was to try and sell that producer on some kind of TV show, but why did I have to be involved? Normally that would be a discussion for the agency manager and the company president to have by themselves. I looked at the president when he spoke my name. He looked back of a calm, gentle expression.
今日は助かった。急に彼に連れてこられたんだろう。業務中すまなかったな。
I really like his voice. Mr. Snail expressed his thanks so earnestly, I couldn't help but smile. Oh, we reached, hold on, I have to save. We reached another save point. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm just glad I could help. It's all part of the job, right? Okay. If we say I'm just glad I could help, it's a good thing. Because, like he said, she was dragged without warning. so she'd be glad that she was able to assist, but it is kind of a strange situation. She said it's all part of the job, right? It's kind of colder, I feel. It's colder, but also he's a workaholic. I'm kind of... I'm trying to think. Which one would I do? I think I would do I'm just glad I could help. It was nothing. I'm just glad I could help.
私ではあそこまで現場の話や会員に寄り添った考えは話せないからな。お前がいてくれてよかった。
Listening to him talking, Mr. Snail showed a level of happiness I'd rarely seen from him. The thought that I really did help somehow made me happy too.
しかし、普段と雰囲気が違うが、その服装はどうしたんだ?
I like how he recognizes my style. Hold on, I wanted to see something. Oh my god. I think I might have to finish soon because I'm so... It's been a while. Mr. Duff made me wear it. I guess I'll have to give it back to him later.
着せられた。一体なぜ?
I have no idea. Maybe he thought I should be dressed more professionally since it was a business lunch and all. He's suspicious. Us too.
そうか。だが、似合っているな。
Oh, you think so?
まあ、かなりいい。
Oh, he's blushing. Oh, okay. I made the right choice. Yatta! And I don't know, like, I technically am not... There's no, like, right or wrong choice because I'm not going on specific routes, but it's nice to know. Along with a rare compliment, the president revealed an equally rare smile. Thinking about it, I realized that was the first time I'd worn a jacket like that in front of him.
何にせよ、迷惑をかけたな。実は彼は私の大学時代の先輩なんだが、強引なところがあってな。
So they knew each other from college.
今日の会食も今朝のニュースを見ていきなり組まれたことだったんだ。
Oh, that's right. There was a pretty strange report he did on today's funny news.
先輩は CC の宣伝をよく考えてくれるいい担当者ではあるんだが、目的のためには手段を選ばないところがあってな。
Oh god, he's one of those people. No.
お前を巻き込むとは思わなかった。だが、おかげで会食はうまくいった。ありがとう。
I don't really like his voice. I was surprised at the gentle smile he flashed at me. I couldn't remember him ever smiling like that before. It made me realize that normally when he smiled, it was pretty much just for PR purposes. I think this might be the only time I've ever seen him smile outside of things like magazine spreads. He looks so much younger when he smiles, it's easy to forget that he's only 32 years old. He always seems so calm and collected, but I'm realizing that maybe he's been struggling all on his own this whole time.
ああ、仕事のメールだ。オフィスに戻らなければな。今日は助かった。引き続き、パラサイト5を頼むぞ。
He glanced at his watch as he hurried out the cafe. The president never really gets to take a break, I guess. I should head back too. I need to get ready for the meeting tomorrow. I have a meeting with the Parasite 5, and I'm hoping I can find a few possible matches for them before then. I took off the jacket and the glasses and headed back to the office. Oh boy, I think something's gonna happen. I stepped through the automatic doors. As I passed reception, a woman I'd never met suddenly materialized in front of me. Wow!
さんじゃない。私、この人にお願いすることにするわ。
Huh?
お客様、お待ちください。担当はシステムで決めることになっておりまして。
そんな面倒な手続きですの？私は気に入った人としか話したくないのだけれど。
Oh boy, here we go. We're unlocking so many characters.
ですが彼女は今手が空いていないものでして。
可愛い上に人気者のブライダルアドバイザーさんなのね。素敵だわ。
Hold on.
そうなんです。ですのでひとまずこちらで受付を。
名前はキャサリン・スペード。職業は家事手伝いですわ。
Domestic worker, what does that mean?
私モテるので本当は婚活は必要ないのよ。たまたま今はフリーなだけですから。たまたま。
Alright, I think this is a good place to end because I'm very... I thank you for the pretty short stream. I'm just gonna save really quick. Oof, we didn't get as far as I'd want, but I think we still had some interesting moments. Learned a lot about the guys, although I really wish I could have read Gil's text message. It looked very interesting. But anyways, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this was at least a little bit fun for you. I am still in a state of exasperation. But I think we got a little bit closer. We do have some things that are coming up that I'm kind of excited for. So we'll see how those go. And I will post my schedule. If you guys enjoy, you guys can subscribe because I post my schedule on the community post every week, and I always have my waiting rooms up. So if you are interested in any of the streams, you can figure out when I'm streaming and hopefully you'll be able to join in. If not, watching the VOD is completely fine as well, and I try to put in chapters now when I can. So maybe that will be able to help you if you want to just come take a look, or if you're interested in a specific thing. Anyways, yeah, no worries. Thanks for stopping by. I'm so sleepy. I don't think I can continue to do this. And as soon as I saw this character, I was like, oh, she's gonna sap my energy. Nope. And I need to go eat. But thank you guys so much. I hope that I see you guys in another stream. I hope you have a good day, a good night, or a good evening wherever you are. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys again. Until then.